Welcome to Emerge and Empower Podcast TV, a platform where resilience meets transformation. Here, we amplify voices that have faced trials, trauma, and adversity, stories that inspire hope, healing, and empowerment. Every episode brings raw, unfiltered conversations with individuals who have risen from hardship, embracing faith, strength, and purpose. Join us as we break the silence, uplift one another, and emerge stronger together. New episodes air Wednesdays at 6 p.m. English and Saturdays at 6 p.m. with select Saturdays in Creole for our Haitian audience.
Hello, and welcome back to this segment of Emerge and Empower with yours truly, DrLinJ. How are you? I pray that you are well, and you and your family, friends, and everyone. I pray that you have been well. I don't know about you. We just came out of Mother's Day. That last episode, we had technical difficulties, so we could only air it on YouTube. All right. So please go watch last week's episode on YouTube. So I'm bringing us back here on this platform, whether you're hearing us through audio or watching us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube. Welcome back again to the segment of Emerge and Empower with DrLinJ. Now, as you know, I mentor and I console and I wear so many hats. And one of the things that I find, I've said this before, and I got some feedback, some people got really religious about when I said the term of love your neighbor as yourself. It wasn't me that said it, but Jesus himself said it, right? So love your neighbor as yourself, love your neighbor as yourself, okay, means that you have to love this person as you would love you. But my question goes back to, what if you don't love yourself? What happened when you don't love yourself? Then how can you love someone else like you love you when you're not loving you? So today, that's what I want to talk about. Loving yourself. It first starts with healing. This is Emerging to Power, and our platform discuss those who've emerged from some traumatic experience. Sometimes this trauma carries on from childhood into adulthood and beyond, and some people sometimes never address it. So they go through their whole life broken with nothing going on at all. So everything that they've done has stemmed from a place of hurt. I don't know about you, but I don't want to live my life stemming from a hurt or something somebody did to me. Or you even find people say, I'll never fall in love again because this person broke my heart. Listen to me. Love is a beautiful thing. I think it is nice to go out there and find love again, right? Experience is a great teacher to teach you what to look out for and to not ignore certain signs. But there's love out there. All right. So, what happens when you're empty, bitter, insecure, jealous, broken, or still bleeding from places you refuse to confront? I'm going to say it again: empty, wounded, bitter, insecure, jealous, broken, or still bleeding from a place you refuse to confront. You have to confront it. You have to deal with it. A lot of people don't like confrontation, but you have to confront yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. I had many individuals that came on the platform that said they had to look at themselves. Michael Jackson had a song that says, I'm looking at the man in the mirror, asking him to change his ways. Now his movie is out. I haven't watched it. My daughter watched it. The girlfriends are trying to group together to go watch it. But this isn't what it's about. Looking yourself in the mirror and seeing you, not the way people perceive you, not the things that people said about you, but seeing you. Many love to quote scripture. I call it cliche. They use these to throw at people, but don't even get into the depth of it. Others preach healing. give advice, pour into everyone else, yet secretly hate themselves. I was that person. I had so much to share, so much to help another person, but myself, I was bleeding, I was broken. I smiled publicly, but it was fighting a private battle. Serve with exhaustion, love from abandonment, and lean from unhealed trauma. Mm, led from unhealed trauma. It was a very dangerous place. That is a dangerous place because eventually people can only give others what they truly carry within. You cannot give what you don't have. You cannot pour if you're empty. So while we're out there leading, ministering, coaching, advising, counseling, you need to take your own advice. You need to take your own advice. So this is whether you've dealt with it. It's a dangerous place because eventually you're going to destroy. You're going to self-destruct. If you have not healed your wounds, if you have not healed, your wounds will preach louder than your words. Yeah. And I'm speaking from experience. If you have not forgiven yourself, you will struggle genuinely to forgive others. If you constantly live in the victim mentality, everyone becomes your enemy. And every correction feels like an attack. They're attacking me. They're attacking me. And all it is constructive criticism. But because it comes to you and you're from that, you have a wound that is open, every little touch feels like an attack. So the first thing that you need to do is, let's back up a little bit. If you lie to yourself long enough, you start believing in your own performance. That you're living a lie and you're performing from that lie. So healing, let's be honest with healing. Healing requires honesty, not church performance, not motivational quotes, not hiding behind titles, not blaming everyone for years while you're never confronting yourself. Real healing says, yes, they hurt me. And that's what a lot of people have been doing on this platform, coming on here and says, yes, I was hurt. I was hurt by my mother, my father, my uncle, a neighbor, a teacher. Somebody hurt me. That's the first step. But you must also confront what hurt you. What did it produce in you? Because pain untreated becomes poison. Poison. Untreated pain becomes poison. So every time somebody says something to me, I'm releasing poison because I'm unhealed. So I always look negative, always seem more pessimistic than optimistic in life and in my views because of hurt. And poison, as you know, spreads. It spreads into relationships, leadership, parenting, ministry, friendship, and even how you see God. So I go back to it again. Love thy neighbor as yourself. You cannot love them if you're not loving you. How do you know how to love on someone if you're not giving yourself that courtesy? So before you try healing others, freeing others, giving people advice in marriage, ministry, purpose, ask yourself, am I healthy enough to lead someone where I've never gone myself? Am I healthy enough? Am I healthy enough to lead someone to where I've never gone myself? We cannot keep teaching people to love while operating in hatred towards others. We cannot keep preaching freedom while secretly being chained. We cannot keep shouting, I'm healed, while reacting for every wound. At some point, accountability accountability must sit at the table with healing. It must sit there. God never asks us to stay broken. No. He never asks us to build identity around our pain. He never asks us to worship our trauma. There comes a moment where survival is no longer enough. You must heal. You must confront yourself. You must tell yourself the truth, because loving your neighbor starts with finally learning how to stop destroying who? Yourself. Long pause. It starts with you. We have this: love your neighbor as yourself. You cannot give what you don't have. Love yourself first so you know what you deserve. How? How can I love on someone when I don't know what I'm deserving of? If I feel that I'm unworthy of everything, then how? Tell me how. Love yourself, you'll always be chasing people who don't love you either. Hmm. I have friends who keep saying to me, Linda, I just love you, girl. I love you. And I stop them real quick because I never heard this before I healed myself. In truth, I never even wanted to be my own friend. So now I have people saying, Linda, I love you. I miss you. You're great. You're great company. I'm not going to do this without you. Sis, girl, I need you. Why? It is because I started loving me first. Loving me, Linda, first. And as I loved on me, it poured out into everything that I did. And now I can love my neighbor, my brother, my cousin. The whole world is our neighborhood. So when I smile in truth. When I hug and embrace, I embrace in love, because I know what it feels like for me when I'm loving on me. That's all I had to say today. It's not a long segment, something real short, just to have a moment for you to love yourself. Now, I'm going to share this because I need your vote. Okay? I need your vote. All right. And here it is. So I want to thank all of you, my friends, friends of friends, for over 221,000 views of my thriller for Unholy at the Table. Now I entered Unholy at the Table in the national international impact books, and I made it to the finalists. All right, I am 8 in the number in the finalists. I would like your votes to take me to the top of the year. So I need your votes to make me author of the year. There's so many votes. I'm also a part of Queen Mindset. And to be honored for Queen Mindset, so I'll need your votes. Every now and again, you'll see me post something online, on TikTok, on the Facebook, because I'm always a part of something that is looking for people to vote into this or that. So I am one of the ones that are honored to be in mention for Queen Mindset. And with your votes, that could put me as a winner in my category. So that's always something to vote for. All right. And that's how you show your love and support, by voting. All right. I'm going to run the trailer here one more time for my most latest book that is called Unholy at the Table. This is what got 221,000 views. And I think we could take it to 1 million with you posting. All right. This was all on Instagram. I'm not even combining Facebook, um, TikTok and the other platforms. If I put them all together, who knows? I might be at 500,000 altogether. But this is all on one platform on Instagram. So I would run this here, and I would like your support to vote me for Author of the Year 2026.
Before the wine, there were wounds. Wounds don't just come from the world. Sometimes they come from the places we thought were safe. She walked away, not in rebellion, but in reverence. This is not a story of perfection, but of process. Even when I felt unholy, God was still calling me back to the table. She Merchants House Publishing presents Unholy at the Table. Unworthy, uninvited, and yet called by Dr. Linda Joseph. Order your copy now. Amazon Kindle, wherever books are sold.
Again, thank you so much for the views. Now I need your votes, right? Imagine if the many views I got here was the many votes, right? That system would crash. And I would like for us to crash this system. What do you think? I think it would be cool that we crash the system. And they're like, who is this DrLinJ? Who is DrLinJ, right? So this is my most recent book, Unholy at the Table. I am working on 3 books at a time right now, and you heard it mentioned that is through She Merchants House Publishing. She Merchants House Publishing is my own publishing, all right, where I'm currently working on 2 authors' books right now, helping them get their book together and so that it could be in the hands of their guests, their family, and friends, and to the world. So, Unholy at the Table is the book that I am going for to get Author of the Year. Now, I'm taking you right back to what I said before about loving thy neighbor as yourself. You have to love yourself. And in this book, this was how people were treating me. And they were making me feel like I wasn't lovable, I wasn't deserving to have a seat at the table. A table that it was not even theirs, it wasn't their party. They weren't the hosts, but yet they felt that I wasn't worthy to be at that table. So you should get your copy. This book will open your eyes. A lot of people have given me so much feedback about it. You can also go online and do reviews. All right. Go online and leave a review. All right. So, yep, yep. I need you. I need you. All right. Again, vote for me. I will put the link here below. Let's get that here. I'll put the link below. Do 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 do. The link will be below. All right. The link will be here. You've seen this. This is on Facebook. This is on TikTok. This is on Instagram. Any of my pages. This is on Emerge and Empower TikTok. This is on DrLinJ's TikTok. This is on Instagram. We were She Merchants. All right. And on Facebook. If you see this, this is a reminder that now is the time to vote so I can get Author of the Year in this book category. All right. So I need you. And again, something new has happened. I'm going to switch phases here. And we are back to Emerge and Empower. Emerge and Empower, which is not only this podcast platform, but also the magazine. Now, our most latest magazine is the one here with Prophetess Monique Henry on the cover for Mother's Day. All right. My best selling one was the one that I did for Clergy Appreciation Month. Okay, I did this for Clergy Appreciation Month. Um, the year before last, and it was one of my top selling magazines. It was hot. Like, people was like, I need a copy, I need a copy, and they were ordering 5 to 10 copies, the leaders. And as you see on the cover, my husband is gracing the cover. He is my senior, he is my pastor, all right, of Unity International Ministries. You also see the one where it says the crown goes to the story. That was from last year, where we were doing a whole year of pageant queens. All right. And everything was about that. And that was my top voted magazine that had the most. So that's why you're seeing these here. The one here with Emerging in Power for this month, which is the month of May. All right. If you see the format has changed. All right. The format has changed just a little bit, the layout. All right. So I'm always working to perfect it. This is year 3 of the podcast and year 3 of the magazine. All right. So, and here is my new logo. Celebrate. Are you ready? Boop, 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 boop. Emerge and Empower magazine. All right. Faith, empowerment, and transformation. We're always looking for transformational stories, transformational journeys. All right. So, I have to bring all of these. These is they pay. These are what's paying to keep the podcast on Emerging and Power Magazine. All right. And your votes and your views is what's keeping us building our fans. Go to YouTube and subscribe and go back to vote. That's why this is here. Thank you. Woo-hoo. Thank you. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Merci, 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 merci en pile, merci en pile, merci en pile, en pile, en pile. Mwen pat ka fe sa sans nou men. For those who don't understand what I'm saying, I was speaking in Creole / broken French. I could not have done it without you. So thank you. So you know why you're loving me? Because you're healing. And I believe you're healing as you come on this platform. You're healing as you watch this platform. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching Emerging in Power with DrLinJ. Get your copy and vote for Author of the Year. Bye.